So we're coming into the Christmas season here in a few weeks, and Black Friday is just around the corner. And in this video, I want to talk about why instead of buying a bunch of film gear for yourself that you don't need, a bunch of new gear, instead maybe buy some old filming gear that you really don't need. What I'm going to be talking about in this video is why you need a BEATER camera. Now, what is a BEATER camera? This may be something that I picked up from somewhere, or I may be coming up with it on my own. I don't really know. But a BEATER camera is the cheapest camera possible that you can use and still get usable results. Now, you know, on this channel, I like using budget gear. I like seeing how much I can get out of old tech that pretty much everybody else has given up on. I've got a few suggestions for BEATER cameras, but my personal pick would be the Canon T3i, of course, with a 24mm lens and something like a Hollyland Lark wireless Bluetooth mic or something like that, like a wireless Bluetooth mic and then a remote shutter. That kit that I just named off is probably going to be about $250 total. Now, there is definitely cheaper options. You could pick up something like the OG DJI Osmo Action. That's another good choice. Maybe one of the old GoPro Hero 4s if you really want to live on the edge. And then there's all kinds of other brands of cameras that maybe I don't have a lot of experience with. You guys might have to let me know down in the comments what you think a good BEATER camera would be. But why would you even want an old camera? Personally, I think that it forces you to be more creative because it's just more restrictive. You're pretty limited on a lot of these old cameras, and instead of going out there and fighting settings the entire time, you're just going to be focused on creating what you're wanting to make. I also am kind of hard on my gear, and if I were using a camera that's worth a few $1,000s or a kit that's worth a few $1,000s and I ruined it, that would personally be kind of devastating, especially if you're a hobbyist like I am. Spending a few $1,000s on gear and then breaking it to pieces is a bad day for me. So I like to use camera gear that I may not necessarily be super attached to, or if I broke it, it's not going to be the end of the world. I also think some of these older cameras look better than the newer cameras. Instead of buying the latest camera and then trying to dirty up the footage and make the footage look more cinematic, just buy an old camera. Just buy an older camera that already looks bad. You don't have to spend a bunch of money and then slap a vintage lens on it and then put a diffusion filter on the front of it. Just use an old camera. Just use an old camera and an old lens that barely works, and it's going to look quote unquote cinematic right out of the camera. Maybe not cinematic, but definitely nostalgic. And again, it doesn't have to be my personal choice, the Canon T3i. There's some great choices across the different camera brands. You don't even have to go with a DSLR. Something like an old action cam would be cool. Something like an old Sony camcorder would be cool. There's a lot of good choices out there. Let me know what you guys think about if you should buy a BEATER camera for yourself for Christmas in 2024. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little video. I had planned on doing a vlog style video for this, but it was just too windy outside yesterday while I was recording. So that's why we did a voiceover for this one. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, I'll see you later.